Alright, how's it going, folks? Welcome back to our series on NBA 2K23 and our little league tournament here. Today we're back for Game 3 between Detroit and Indiana. Obviously, the last game between these two, I was playing Indiana at home, and we were able to make another comeback victory with him. So far it's been a very competitive series. Tyrese Halliburton taking the MVP there. Still, I would say it's probably our only star MVP thus far. Obviously, if you recall in the last episode, we did Game 2 between Brooklyn and Orlando. I played Brooklyn at home, and I threw away about one time 20-point lead to the AI playing as Orlando. And on top of that, the last minute of the game, they absolutely killed me and went up 12 points, and I was able to bring it back in 10. So, very pissed off and disappointed about that. Not only was it not my best performance on my behalf, and I should have become more prepared, but also just the AI teammates and just playmaking shit just really didn't stop working out. It just fucking fell apart, and they kept getting steals and blocks, and offensively rebounds, or defensively rebounds not being defended at all. Just plenty of shit like that, and just ruined the whole thing. So that puts that series at 1-1 as well. So we will see here today who takes the lead and who will be at risk of being out by Game 4. So yeah, put the statement jerseys on for Game 3 here. I'll be playing as the Pistons away this time, and Indiana away in the next video. I figured I would kind of do it so, there's play 2 games with regular jerseys on, and then statement jerseys, and then city jerseys for Game 4, and then for Game 5 go back to the regular jerseys. Unless both teams have the classic jerseys, then we'll also incorporate the classic jerseys, just so we can have a look at, all the different official uniforms for the year, if possible. But yeah, other than that, I think it's time we get into some basketball and see how this one goes. So let's do it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance.
Oh, it's gonna be the opening montage at the start. That's the Corday one. I like the Corday one.
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a who my opponent is. Into this game and I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they call it dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the places.
Takes flight, goal! Clear the deck! Deck cleared!
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Duran out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. And for the Pacers, the guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Neesmith is out there with Hield. And it's Turner in at the 5. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out in your mind?
Back in '95, I think it was, when we started the season with back-to-back wins. And the team was feeling good. Then we promptly lost 21 straight.
Here's Duarte.
Uh-oh. Not a good start.
And he converts the layup.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Bogdanovich. And it's good
This
off
is
the
going to be
glass.
accurate on
And
that.
you know, Bogdanovich is just such a deadly shooter from there. The defense has to do a better job against him in that situation.
Halliburton for 3. That's no good.
Oh,
Misses his
really
first
enough.
shot of the night.
3 there, buddy.
And the Pistons with possession. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Bagley with a wide open look. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
Passes it to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Duarte. Offline with his 3. Here are the Pistons with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Inside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
Now here's Hield. His last outing, 16 points
Why'd
for
you
him.
pass it out?
And
Could have
Halliburton
scored
missing.
right there.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Ivy passes to Bagley. And the layup's good off the glass. Bagley's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there. And the Pacers finished 25-57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pain. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
What timing from Turner? I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter
Get
and
the
then
ball back
timing
for
it
the time.
perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense
That was not my
needs
best shot
another
after
look.
this. So.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Bagley kicks to Ivy.
Also not my
Chance there
best
to
shot.
push it to
That
double
was
digits, but it's
kind
off the
of
mark. And
stutter.
last season, a tough one. Indiana with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I love how they approach the end of the season.
Oh, fuck.
Bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing
Oh,
around
okay,
with
so
younger
lucky.
players,
So
planning
very lucky.
for the future.
Now, here's Duran. 9-point game, his last outing.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants
Oh,
to.
you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Well, so far has not been the kind of start we've seen from the Pacers previously.
And they were top 10 in assists. Really a good job of sharing the ball and utilizing every player on the floor.
And the block numbers you mentioned, that's a clear sign of how dominant they were in terms of interior defense. That was a hallmark of theirs. Turner finds Halliburton. Out to the right wing. Here's Duarte. 6 to shoot. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Misses and the dry spell continues. Pistons leading by 9. Ivy passes to Bogdanovich. Hits the three-point bomb.
Good job.
Bogdanovich has got 5.
Excellent
flexing.
all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Here's Bagley, offline from the top of the key.
Well, that was a good play. Not my best
Like
shooting,
that
but
open, lucky break there for the D.
Halliburton for 3.
I'm
And the
gonna try.
Pacers
This is
can't
not
get
how
it to go.
things.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Okay, lucky.
Outside Bogdanovich.
Not where I wanted that to go.
Outside Bagley. Off target from
Not a good
three-point
look
range.
for him.
Pacers trail by 12. Halliburton with it. Pass to Duarte. Hield right side. Crafty move. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled
got a
shot
block.
blocker to boot. Love how
Really
Bagley
make up for it.
uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
Count it. Good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the Pacers call time here.
Well, regardless of the lead that I have, I'm
And
not
let's go to the
chilling
2K
the fuck
leaderboard
out.
to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. The Pacers 4th.
They've got a number of guys that can deny you when you take that ball inside. That's why they're one of the best shot blocking teams in the league. At least they were last year, because they worked well together and they made it a priority.
Considering how things were the last time I played a game on camera, it would not be wise to send it down even at this point. Especially not this point. It's only the first.
And so it's Halliburton who
Yeah,
brings
plenty
up
of
the
time. It's
ball
not
for
half
the
an hour to
Pacers.
go.
They trail by 14.
Like this.
Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
After missing his first 4 shots, good to see him finally get one to drop.
And the centerpiece of that Sabonis trade last year, Halliburton looks like a future star.
So consistent and mature for a young guy, Greg. That's what jumps off the page at me. Knockdown shooter, clever playmaker, and continues to put the work in to get better every year and bring his teammates with him.
The shot by Turner no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Doubled by Halliburton. And a bit
Pass
of
it
a
up,
battle
pass
for
it
the
up.
ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Really tight on
And Detroit has possession. During the pass to Cunningham. The
that.
rebound by
Wasn't
Hield.
a bad play again. Not my.
Pacers trail by 14.
I could have shot it better. Not that I shot it bad, but
Pass to Halliburton. Here's Duarte.
I thought I'd make it there at least.
The pass to Neesmith. Just 5 on the clock. Turner with a screen on Cunningham. And it's Halliburton missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Cunningham passes to Durant.
Oh, that was kind of just unfortunate. It was
Here's
body
Duarte
blocked. He even
to
tried
the
to catch
inside.
it.
The shot by Turner no good. Now here's Ivy. Tight defense on him. Outside Bagley. He kicks it to Ivy. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And it's Halliburton
He should
missing.
have that.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large
I feel
part
bad
because
for him there.
he's not playing
Should've
well.
had
It's
that.
really as simple as that.
Passes it to Duran. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Heisman's checked in for Detroit.
Well, seeing as things are going, I can assure you that nothing has changed in difficulty or anything. I'm still playing at the same level. I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm low-key killing him. It's first quarter.
Here's Mathurin driving in.
She
6
should
on the
have
shot
shot that. I
clock.
don't know what the fuck that was about.
Three-pointer Heald. Rebound by the Pistons.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
That wasn't even bad.
Pacers trail by 19.
I did that one too.
Pass to McConnell. Back to Heald. To stop the drought. And Wiseman sends it back.
And putting in work
He
on
played
the
his best
defensive
there.
end.
I can't be
Wiseman's
upset.
SWAT
Played his
providing a
best there.
spark to his team.
Did what he was supposed to.
Here's Cunningham. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish
Oh, I
that.
should have shot that. That was a great three-point opportunity.
Bogdanovich against Heald. Bogdanovich passes to Ivan. Now here's Wiseman. Shoots over Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I don't know what his free throws like. I don't know how this is
And when
going.
you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
That free throw good
Oh,
for
he hit it.
Wiseman.
What the fuck?
And looking at the Pistons' recent
He was,
performance, Greg,
he's not supposed to
which
score that.
end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart's checked in for Bagley. Diallo comes in for Bogdanovich.
This is kind of weird.
And Alec Burks subbed in for
It's
Ivy.
like quick at the bottom and
And
then
you gotta respect
slow
how
in the middle
quickly
and then just
Wiseman
quick at the very
has
end.
adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back. Always growing as a player.
So here's Burks after Indiana gets the 3.
I guess even he
That was
has
not
to
perfect
miss
on my
one of those once in a while.
Partially my fault.
Nembhard
It's
to
not
pass
perfect,
to
but
McConnell.
He also still should have had a chance to score.
Here's Brissett. He's
Oh.
guarded by Diallo. And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Diallo.
That went nice for him.
Here's Nora.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And it's Mathurin missing. Pistons leading by 17. 36 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
No. Should have known.
To the paint.
I didn't think he'd
Here's
do it.
Nembhard. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
One shot.
One shot.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 14. Pass to Diallo. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Works on the wing. Pulls up from the corner. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Pistons lead by 16.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Mora. And as the first quarter wraps up, already at double-digit lead. Pistons ahead, up by 16. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Please give a big round of applause.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Detroit leading by 16. They've got Halliburton, and it's Mathurin, and at the three, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And on that drive, Cunningham utilizing that athleticism, blitzing the defense the moment he sees an opening.
Here's Mathurin, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Takes a step back. Offensive rebound. Here's Nemo. And it's off from three-point range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And so it's Indiana with it after the basket by Detroit. Here's Mathurin, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Detroit has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Mathurin, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around. And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton.
Oh, shit.
It's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Halliburton's got his second bucket.
Now that was nasty. Absolutely nasty. Halliburton looking like a street baller with that kind of dribble move. Major handles.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
And that outstanding drive and finish to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about. Threatening with that attack.
All he had to do was not lose the ball.
To the middle. Here's Mathurin. That ball's nice feed that time from Halliburton. Mathurin's got 4 this quarter.
They're picking it up.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA.
2 shots.
So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
That's good from Cunningham.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Bagley, he's checked in for Stewart. Bogdanovich comes in for Diallo. And Ivy subbed in for Alec Burks. Both shots good from the stripe.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point
Really?
play chance as he'll head to the line.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I actually did try to put resistance. He didn't put the ball where I thought he was.
That ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
The Pacers making a change here. Duarte's checked in. Free throw drops for Heel.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
I'm just thinking trading fouls. Is that what's going to go on here?
In a game.
And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks. See how special Turner's all-around game is.
Yeah, but yeah, I did not think he was going to foul him right at the end of his little throw up. But
The first free throw is good.
I'm about to skip that for a second.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
Bounce pass from Hill. Right side Turner. There's the dish to Heel. Now the pass to Duarte. 4 on the clock. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed. Plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Passes it to Turner. Here's Duarte. Front pass the arc. The shot no good. And Detroit the other way now.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Boy, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and
What
bang
the?
it.
And it's slammed in by
Come on,
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the
Not
ball
done
from
yet.
side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Ivy. Pass to Duran. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find
That
the
one's
bottom of the net.
probably
Kevin,
should've
back to
scored.
you.
Sign me up.
Not my best
that
work,
is
but-
that is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Now Turner, after Bogdanovich missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Heel. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Here's Duran. Good work defensively
Took
by
too long
Turner.
to put that up.
Indiana's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Lays it up off the glass. Turner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it
I
around.
could have kept. Okay, first of all, how did you give that ball up?
Here's
Second of
Hill.
all, should have just kept driving.
No good there. Cunningham with some nice D.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board
You miss?
has been impressive.
Guys,
Fuck
that's
outta
putting
here.
it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here is Hill. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Turner. The rebound by Ivy. Ivy's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul.
Oh, tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And also, give them a lot of credit for that attack mode mentality off the dribble, getting a lot of points off the penetration.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
TJ McConnell, he's checked in for Duarte. And a switcher also for Detroit. Weissman's checked in. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And didn't have a single free first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now, here's McConnell. Outside Hill. Three-pointer Heel. Still a very tough night shooting for him. That makes him 1 for 8 now. Inside, Bagley. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bagley's got 7 points in the game. McConnell passes to Turner. Hill left side. Pass to McConnell. Turner trying to free himself up. Cunningham with some nice D. Detroit's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And they double up Cunningham. Ivy with the bucket. He has 5.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
McConnell finds Turner.
What the fuck was that?
And it's Turner finishing it off.
And he might be small for a center. but
That's
boy,
like,
can
that's not
he
small. That's a
out of the
fucking game.
building.
So
Cunningham
how
passes
he
to
starts walking.
Bogdanovich. To the wing on the left. Here's Ivy.
No, that was a good
From
shot.
outside,
Okay, but last time I
No other way to put it. Just
How to
a
pounce this
poor
kid.
performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked
him
up the
just start
slack.
running on the
Several
spot was
teams
nuts.
changing it up here.
But also giving it to Ivy probably would have missed it because I already gave him a perfect shot meter on an open opportunity and still missed. So
Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Diallo kicks to Burks.
oh fuck, that's not gonna change it.
And they'll get another chance. Tries again. The
Okay,
Pacers
that
pull
one
it in.
should have hit.
Turner's got 7
First one
rebounds
was
in
my
the
fault.
game.
That one I'm not so sure about.
Here's the pass to
Maybe
McConnell.
a mix. I'll take 50-50 or so. It's really not even though. Probably.
A minute 20 left to play
Probably
here
a
in the
little
second
generous.
quarter. The feed to Turner.
Okay, what the fuck was that?
And it's
He
Turner
just kind of
finishing it off.
Boy, that's
It's
just
not
too
pop
easy,
for
guys.
both my
Turner, a
defenders.
player you can't allow to get free near the rack.
I didn't. He
Great
kind of
dunker.
just
Bang.
game time just allowed it.
Passes it to Wiseman.
Not who I was expecting the pass to go to. Okay.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
The Pacers making a change here. Wara checked in. Stewart checked in for Detroit. Now, here's Stewart. Here's Diallo.
Oh, he's got a big wind up.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Wasn't expecting that. That one was my fault. That one's not.
Now, here's McConnell. To the paint.
Oh,
Pass to Matherin.
okay. I don't even know what he got a hand on that.
And
Nice.
foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That was very unnecessary.
That's on James Wiseman. And Greg, you watch Matherin. He is built to score at this NBA level.
Excellent spot-up shooter. He plays above the rim, and once he gets more comfortable scoring off the bounce, watch out.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
It's okay. You're still down 22, so I don't really care. I do care about keeping you at 22, but give him the fucking ball back. We don't need this whole little spiel.
So he gets them both. Pistons leading by 21. Here's Burks. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And with the lead, I like the
Two
strategy
tries.
here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can
Shit
do
shots,
something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Turner. He's got 10. And Wiseman sends it back. Ivy dishes to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
It's so funny if you
And so is
absolutely
Detroit,
fucking nailed that
holding a
ball.
very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Coach, on defense, not the start you'd hope for. What has to change going forward?
Well, we got to take care of turnovers and get the shots that we want, and we'll put ourselves in a lot better position to get back and find their scores and guard them better.
Good offense leads to good defense. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
They've each been fantastic tonight, playing with fire, doing just about everything. Lots of pressure on these two in the second half.
I remember being the guy on the given night. Well, for me, it was all nights.
And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance so far for the Pistons.
And it wasn't one guy on this team moving the ball. It was everyone. Good luck guarding them. They're cooking.
What would you say they're cooking? Chicken, steak, ribs, maybe a little sea bass?
Ooh, sea bass. Oh, I'm so hungry.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the MVP last game. Franz Wagner got the MVP last game, in case anybody forgot. So he's on the board of an MVP now too.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kate Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Well, we've got a second basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Marvin Bagley is out there with Durham. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Here's Halliburton following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Lets it go from the wing. Hield can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Pass to Duran.
I'll just put one up there.
The kick out to Cunningham. It's good from long range. Cunningham's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And it's Halliburton missing. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Bogdanovich finds Bagley.
Oh,
No good
that
on the
was still
triple.
almost safe. That was not a good shot for me.
And Indiana shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know,
how he
most
took
NBA
contact. He wasn't
first-round
even
picks are
aggressively
one and done
defending.
guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path starting his collegiate career in junior college.
Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
How about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Good on the second free throw. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Cunningham passes to Bagley. Sent back by Turner.
He just got on that
90 seconds now into the
but
second
nah, he
half.
shouldn't have. I don't think he should have
The
gotten
Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Cunningham kicks to Bagley.
Oh,
Kept alive. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many
I
possessions
fucked up for
alive,
Bagley
doesn't
there,
he?
but
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Healed the pass to Turner. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Duran, no good.
shit.
Pacers have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Halliburton passes Duarte.
How the
Outside
fuck did
for
you get trapped
Halliburton.
over there?
Off target with his 3.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Bogdanovich, and it's sent
I
back by
actually wanted
Turner.
to pass. I should have just hit A.
Just his first attempt. Neesmith can't get it to go.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Here's Bogdanovich, and foul on the shot, so
Oh,
he'll get a chance at the line.
He's on his 5th
Not just a
foul.
floor spacer now. Bogdanovich getting inside there.
For Detroit, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Uh-oh.
And that one misses.
You know, you look at Bogdanovich, and this guy is really outstanding at taking high percentage shots, and he's got what I call a natural scoring ability and mentality.
Smith checked in for Miles Turner. And he's good on the second. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That free throw, no good.
Oh, they're quiet. They've got their miss. Satisfied the crowd here.
And the second free throw, good.
But that one's not missing.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Following this one, they host the Mavericks. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. No one covering. Hield's got 6.
Halliburton all about getting his teammates open looks. Does such a great job with his unselfishness making the pass.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
The Pistons have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in.
What's up?
Here we won't miss this. They were right.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of gone. And it's Hield off the drive. Up and in and on the way. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside and there he finishes.
No, what the fuck was that? That was a high pass. What was that?
He feeds it to Hill. Cunningham with some nice D. The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Ivy, and that one's drained from the low block. 10 points for him. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Halliburton. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Hill against Cunningham. Hill dishes to Smith.
Why is everyone fired up? We just blocked them. Why are they
5 to shoot.
heated?
And a wide open look for Halliburton.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Cunningham for 3. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. 5th best, Tyrese Halliburton.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Who just knows?
Looking to get back on track here. And Halliburton slams it in.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton, not wasting any time or motion.
Now, here's Ivy. He's covered by Halliburton. The shot by Ivy, no good. Halliburton right side. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. And Indiana making a change here. Wara checked in. Then for the Pistons, Wiseman comes in for Duren. And it's Burks in for Cunningham. There's a screen. Here's Hield. And the
foul him? Are you kidding me?
Jesus Christ. The line. That's on James Wiseman.
Come on,
And
Wiseman.
playing
This is the
4
second
years of
stupid
college
foul.
often hurts your drafts. It got Hield ready for the NBA, and by his second year, he's one of the team's best starters.
This third period really started to drag all these out of bounds and fucking free throws. Not gonna lie, kind of getting sick of it.
And the first one at the line is
It was
good.
fun when they're just giving
We
him
all
the
know Hield can shoot it, but for
now
him
it's
to
good
get
and
better,
shit.
he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Diallo comes in for Ivy. Both free throws good from Hield.
A big part of 2 Sacramento blockbuster trades. Buddy Hield went from New Orleans to Sacramento in the DeMarcus Cousins trade.
Now here's Diallo. He's got 5. Here's Stewart. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a
Here we go.
3-point play chance for him.
This never ends.
How about that
Sit
one?
in the
Able to
fucking quarter.
maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
What's up?
Free throw good, Stewart. And Clark for Hield. 6 years later, he was part of the Kings-Pacers mega trade.
Yeah, Kevin, that one sent DeMontis Sabonis to Sacramento. Hield showed his value as a player night in and night out in Sacramento, and that created the trade value that allowed him to be moved for good players. He's actually one of the best shooters you can find in the league, in my opinion.
For Detroit, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And Bogdanovich kicks. And it's sent
Yeah,
back by
I knew that
Turner.
was gonna happen. I should pass up to Wiseman. Not a smart play on my bad.
Here's Nemhard. He's guarded by Diallo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting
You
foul.
fucking
It's going to go on
idiots.
Alec Burks.
Why did Burks?
And some
lie?
stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
They've been playing some really physical
This is pain.
offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
First one falls for T.J. McConnell. He's checked in for Indiana. And he makes both free throws. So here's Burks. And the pass to Diallo. Corner, no good.
It was a higher
And
percentage
it's
shot that
McConnell
would
with
have
the
gone.
ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Over in the corner, Turner. Turner with a screen on Bogdanovich. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Detroit's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Yeah, I've been shooting very
We're
good.
up top.
Burks still.
5 points in the game. Clock at 6 for 3. That
What?
one misses.
That one
Hard to
shouldn't
figure out
definitely
how he
shot a
doesn't knock
miss.
that one down. No defender in sight.
I am too.
Aston Moore.
That one was genuinely
Indiana
confusing.
moving it around.
Even though like I didn't hit it perfectly, like
The 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Burks on the wing. Kicks it to Bogdanovich.
come on, hit this one. That one was
That
even
3 off the
worse.
mark.
He is
1
single-handedly
to 7.
dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
The Pistons shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. The shot's good from Wiseman.
Oh, overall. Fantastic job by Wiseman to just stick with it, not let the contact disrupt him. Totally focused on the rim.
Now, here's McConnell. Down low, here's Turner.
Not who I wanted to switch to.
Turner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Here's Bogdanovich, and good that time.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Mathurin. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket.
So dominant once he catches fire. Got to respect Turner's ability to score the ball in a lot of ways.
Here's Burks.
Come on, Burks. That was free.
Turner's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. 1:36 left in the third. A shot by McConnell, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Stewart. He's got 5. Snatched away.
What the?
Fast break, here they come. Here's Nemhard. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
The Pacers making a switch here. Brissett's checked in. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Burks against McConnell. Burks the pass to Bogdanovich.
Oh, and now it's a good one. Fuck
and a
you.
miss there on the triple.
He had
Thoroughly
6
fucked
points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
McConnell in the corner. Pass to Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. Turner with a screen on Bogdanovich. And it's Mathurin missing. The Pistons shooting an efficient 53% from the field.
Finally,
And
bro.
Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Wiseman. Bogdanovich has got 6 here in this quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McConnell passes to Mathurin.
At least 2 of those makes not so good, especially that last one because I was not prepared for it.
And Wiseman sends it back. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Misses the 3. Pass to Wiseman. There's the drive. 14 feet away. Uses the glass to drop it in. 7 points for James Wiseman.
And he's in a comfort zone from that area. As long as he's got some space, Wiseman can fill it up from mid-range.
The Pacers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
That's good for McConnell. He's off on the second. And so is Detroit in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. They've got Smith. Hill is out there with Heel. And it's Brissett in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Got a piece of it. Diallo kicks to Hayes. To the right side. The three from Joseph. The Pistons keeping it alive. A new 14. Diallo. Just 5 to shoot. Hayes, no good. And here are the Pacers.
I get a high blood sugar. I completely fucking low
Marjay passes to Smith, and the layup falls.
That's perfect.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Joseph. The Pacers making the shot. Hayes. Omoruyi, the pass to Hayes. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Hill, and Wiseman sends it back. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. The Pacers making a change here. Wara checked in. Hampton, he's checked in for the Pistons. And so here is Indiana. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Detroit's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Wiseman with the ball. He's against Smith. Diallo kicks to Joseph. A three-pointer off the mark.
How many times?
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Indiana.
A look.
When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum, one or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less, the crumbs, so to speak. But when you're talking 7 figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer.
And there's the foul. It's on Brissett. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Duran, he's checked in for Wiseman. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Duran, the pass to Joseph. He takes it in. Takes it off the glass.
Corey Joseph does a nice job with his speed and change of pace to get by the defense.
Pacers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Now here is Smith. Here's Nora. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
And Joseph kicks to Hampton. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And the basket by Hill.
Outstanding body control by Hill. I mean, taking the contact like a much bigger guy would and finishing these buckets.
They grabbed their own miss. Now the pass to Diallo. And here is Hampton. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Hill inside. He's covered by Joseph. Hill, no good. The Pistons shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Hampton passes to Joseph. Feeds it to Hampton. Rebound by Smith.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better. So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
And the NBA last season announced the creation of 6 new trophies for the division winners and named them after 6 pioneering players.
Kevin, anytime you can connect the past, the legacy of the league to the present in meaningful ways, I think that's a winning situation. I mean, greats like Wayne Embry, Sam Jones, Willis Reed, who paved the way for generations of black players. I mean, I think it's a great move to recognize them and continue to realize the importance they played in helping to build the foundation on which the league stands now.
Halliburton's checked in for Duarte. Bagley, he's checked in for the Pistons. Bogdanovich comes in for Joseph. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. For Indiana, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Hill passes to Nora. Here's Diallo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul.
2 shots.
Third team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Hamidou Diallo. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And only about 60% from the line for the game. They shot it better in that first half, but have fallen apart here in the second half.
Because they've kind of had, worse people on the line, but I guess we'll just ignore that.
That one misses.
Nice.
This half has been a disaster from the line, now shooting under 60%.
Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
It beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Passes to Brissett. He dishes it to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. So both teams making some changes here.
Give it up for your Pacemates Dance team.
So it's the Pistons now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. A steal. Here's Nemhard. Pass to Neesmith. To the inside. Bagley with the block. Out to the wing. Here's Ivy. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
3 points.
Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. So it's the Pacers now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Turner. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that's now 18 points for Miles Turner.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And so here is Indiana, following the miss by Kate Cunningham. Here's Halliburton. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Clearly, Halliburton is hunting his shots. He's not picky and knows exactly how to adjust on the mid-range jump shot.
Duran, no good. The Pacers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Sinks the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks. I don't know if that's the recipe.
Three-pointer Bagley. The rebound by Halliburton. Halliburton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Neesmith. Again, Indiana.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Cunningham dishes it to Bagley. Pass to Duran. Three-pointer. Pacers with the
No,
rebound.
I'm shooting good.
Halliburton's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Kind of getting comfort. I'm still the ball.
Takes it from 10. Here's Turner. That's tipped. Now, here's Ivy. Not a lot of room. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Here's Mathurin. Halliburton outside. 5 on the clock. Over Cunningham. And it's Halliburton missing. Pistons leading by 20. Bagley with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Bogdanovich. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Oh my,
that free throw, no good. At a Hield, he's checked in for Indiana. And the Pistons making a change here as well. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Duran.
It's usually those fast pace when they haven't really time.
And he sinks the second. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Kicks to Turner. The pass to Halliburton. And stolen by Ivy. And he drives in. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pistons.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
It's not the new
now,
year.
here's Halliburton. Over Cunningham. Can't hit from 12. Bagley against Halliburton. Double by Halliburton. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
That doesn't go either for Halliburton. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. The 3. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Hield kicks to Halliburton. Turner with the screen. Missed. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Jalen Duren.
Oh, there's the pick of the MVP. I'll have to put up on the list here. So far, it's still completely tied. No one's picked up 2, but we're still very early in this, so that makes sense. Okay, now we'll just watch some action. Take a look at the score here. Turner scored the highest with only 18 points. That's shameful. Burton got 50. All those in the second half, I think. Yep, 10. No line action, up to 10. That's really all about. It's really all about it for him. Set. Look at Detroit here. Cunningham scored the most, 19. Actually lower than I thought it was. I guess after I got those that 2 and that 3 very close to each other, I didn't score them after that at all. Bogdanovich, 18. Ivy, 15. And Duren's getting MVP. Hit a double here. 18 rebounds, 15 points. Solid performance overall. Nothing too crazy, but I'd say it's good. 3 blocks, a steal, 6 assists. Not bad, yeah. Bangers with 7. Wiseman with 7. Everyone else not doing anything too crazy. Oh, that's why I was seeing some new people in here. They put the bench players out because we were up so much. So give him a shot. Got some rebounds. Oh yeah, that's about it. So, like I said previously, no change in difficulty whatsoever. I don't know what happened, but we absolutely killed Indiana. It's going to put Detroit up 2-1 now. I will be playing Indiana away in the next game. Hopefully, I will do my best to keep them in it, but if Detroit beats me there, that's the end of this. And Detroit will be the first team moving on to round 2. Yeah, but the blowout, probably the worst that we've seen so far. I'd say maybe the Orlando-Brooklyn game still tops it, but I think overall, I think up 20. I'm not sure. I have to look back on what the Orlando-Brooklyn one was, but I swear this is probably worse. I mean, at least the Orlando-Brooklyn one was more competitive towards the start. This one was never competitive at all, so I'd say that might make it a little worse. But anyway, that'll be all for today. In the next episode, we will be taking Orlando on the road against Brooklyn for their game 3. See who goes up there. Till then, though, that's good night from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.